Welcome to the Carolina Blue Pod. This is your host, Chudy Blue. And usually we're right here. We're going to have the discussions. We're going to talk about after the game, how we felt, the rotations, the players, the recruits. We're going to talk about all of that. But to kick it off, I wanted to hit the road. And we went out to live action in Chapel Hill yesterday. And we're going to talk about how we felt about our first look at the team. The atmosphere was great. The fans were in the building, the students, the alumni, um, everybody else in between. Bdaht was hosting, had the crowd hype. We seen the girls basketball team go first, and then we seen the men's basketball team come out. We had the introductions. Everything was great. We're going to talk about my first impressions of the new team this year. Of course, we had a disappointing year last year. We're going to keep it real. We didn't have a great year last year. Coming off a championship run with most of our team coming back, we thought we had one locked up. Did not happen. It did not happen. We had one of our worst years in recent memory. But we got Bdaht coming back. Our man in the middle, he's coming back for another year. And we know he's going to be there, giving us the double doubles, the rebounds, one of the best rebounders in North Carolina history. We know he's going to be there. We got RJ Davis coming back to be the point guard. I expect RJ to level up this year, especially because last year I think him and Caleb Love were kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. It was rumors of locker room issues going on. Something wasn't right. Caleb Love transferred. We love Caleb. Some people didn't like Caleb for his shot selection, but hey, I like Caleb, man. Caleb did some big things at North Carolina, so salute to Caleb and his future endeavors. We don't want to hate on nobody that came through Carolina. RJ is definitely going to step up this year. I expect him to be a better player, a more improved player, and have the ball a lot more to be able to play his game. So RJ is going to be really good for us this year. We have some transfers coming in. Let's talk about the transfers first. We got Harrison Ingram coming in this year. And from hearing about Harrison Ingram coming in this year, I expected him to be our typical small forward, our glue. He's gonna knock down some shots for us. He was a decent player last year. So coming into the fold with North Carolina, he should be able to fill that spot that was left behind, and see if he can knock down some shots, play some defense for us. Like Leaky, nobody can play defense like Leaky. Leaky Black was one of the best defenders of all time at North Carolina. Very important, but his offense was lacking at times. Of course, people like to leave him open. He was a lot better last year, but people like to leave him open and sag off a Leaky. And that caused a lot of problems for Bdaht getting his shot. He was getting doubled a lot. So we brought in a lot more shooters this year. So we'll see if Harrison Ingram can knock down some shots and just be a strong small forward for us. Looking at him, first look here at live action, I mean, he has an NBA build. Like he looks way stronger, way bigger, way more adult than all the other players on the court. But he wasn't very aggressive at live action. It's just live action. It's the first look. I don't expect that to be his way at North Carolina throughout. I'm sure he'll get comfortable. I'm sure he was just trying to fit in and get loose. But he wasn't aggressive at all, looking for a shot, getting to the basket, anything like that. So I expect to see a lot more out of Harrison Ingram. We brought in a couple shooters. We brought in Paxson Wojcik. Um, looked okay. I expect them to knock down more shots, get that spacing for Bdaht and for RJ. So we had him. We had Cormac Ryan out there looking pretty good. And even Bdaht was telling me um, that he's been hearing whispers that Cormac might be that guy that's going to hold everything together for us. We know we got Bdaht. We know we got RJ. Cormac might be that guy from what I'm hearing, from what Bdaht said he was hearing, that is the glue that keeps everything together, that does a little bit of dirty work, might get mix it up a little bit and knock down some shots for us. Of course, he's there to be a shooter. We got some more transfers out there. We have Jalen Withers. Jalen Withers was out there to be an athlete. He was really aggressively hunting his open shot. When he got that kick around, for the three, he was taking a shot. He wasn't knocking it down at a high percentage at the live action, but he was hunting that shot, which he has to take that shot. And the way he was shooting it, I believe that he's going to be knocking that shot down for us. One thing I will say, the front court depth is going to be a lot of competition for those front court spots. We got, like I said, Jalen Withers coming in. We also have James Okonkwo, he looks to be an energy guy. I mean, he's all over the place. He's all over the floor. He's trying to get rebounds, offensive rebounds. He's running the floor. He's getting dunks. So look for him to be an energy guy. Him and Jalen Withers to go for minutes. We still have Jalen Washington coming back as well, which last year Jalen Washington showed us a lot of well, he showed us spurts of being a great player in the future for us. So I want him to build on that. He had a really good game. He had some important minutes, but then he also had some times where he kind of disappeared. Looking at him at live action, didn't see too much, but we know he's super talented. He might be one of the most talented big men that is there right now. He just has to put it all together. And usually with North Carolina, by year three, our big men are they're getting better every year. That's the mode of the North Carolina bigs. They get better every year. So we'll see what steps he takes this year. I want to see him get on the floor and be very productive because he's one of the most talented bigs we have. Um, who else we have out there? Seth Trimble did not play. We know what Seth Trimble is. He's a defensive specialist at the point guard position. I mean, he's a dog at the point guard position on defense. He's picking you up full court. He's super strong. I wish we could. We have three point guards here that have different skill sets. Um, and we'll get to Elliott in a second. But we have 3 pointer. We have RJ, who's a really good scorer. Seth Trimble, who's a dog on defense, just a dog on defense. And Elliott, um, Elliott is coming in with a passing skill that we have not seen, and I'm going to say this, not seen since Kendall Marshall, who is one of the best passers I've seen in Carolina history. The difference is Elliott is coming in as a freshman with that passing skill. He's going to get Bdaht a lot of easy buckets that he hasn't been getting the past few years. Our passing just wasn't there the past few years. But Elliott has that skill, but he also has the offense. And he's a dog, man. I mean, he was out there. He gets to his spot. He has the ball on the string. He gets where he wants to get on the court. He passes at an elite level. And, in this live action, when the game was on the line, it was Elliott that come back, that was down four, hit back to back threes, just drill back to back threes with no conscience at all. That's a great sign. I mean, he's as advertised. I mean, we know he's a 5 star. He's coming in, expecting to play, and he is as advertised. So very excited about Elliott coming in this year. We also got another big man freshman, Zayden High, and Zayden High is going to be challenging for minutes. Those big men that we have coming in, we have a lot of front court depth, but they're going to be challenging each other for minutes. So it's going to be with Hubert Davis. He's going to give everybody opportunities, but who is going to step up and take the minutes because they're out there. After Bacot, when you're talking about Withers and Zayton High and Jalen Washington and Okonkwo, those minutes are out there. They're out there to be taken. So who is going to take the minutes? Because Hubert's going to give you in the beginning of the year, he's going to use his bench more this year. I think that's going to be an emphasis. But he is going to give everybody a chance. We got to see who really is going to take those minutes because they're different types of big men as well. So that's what I've seen so far. I was very excited to have Marcus Page back on our coaching staff. We know how much we love Marcus Page, Page Master, as I call him. I mean, he put in the work at Carolina. He saved us in some of those seasons. He was making incredible shots. We wish we could have got that championship with him there. We, of course, came back and won it the next year, 2017. But that last year with him and Bryce, I wish he could have got that. But he is back on the coaching staff, which is very exciting. We had Theo Pinson and Justin Jackson come out to live action. It was good to see them. We even got to see Theo take us back to the jump around dance. He got to get loose out there for a minute. So, what are my expectations for this Tar Heel team? Um, I just want to see them because we got a lot of unanswered questions. We brought in more shooting to spread the floor. Bdaht is ready. He looked as dominant as he always does. We know what he's going to do. RJ is going to be ready. What are these transfers going to contribute? Uh, Ingram, Wojak, Withers, Cormac. What are they going to really contribute? How fast are they going to settle in? And who's going to be that third guy out of those guys? We're going to have to see. Elliott is ready. He's going to take minutes. I don't know if Hubert's going to start him, but I think he should. I think he should start Elliott alongside RJ because the passing that this guy brings to the table is elite. It's going to get everybody easy shots. He's definitely going to play heavy minutes. Not a problem at all. We know he's going to play heavy minutes, but maybe he should start. That's something we're going to have to look at. So we gotta wait and see. I don't know. It's a lot of questions. It's more question marks. We got more front court depth. I don't know how these guys are gonna react to being on this new team. Got a lot of new pieces moving in. So let's take our time and see. I know players that I'm looking forward to seeing. Of course, Elliott is elite. I want to see what Harrison Ingram's gonna do for us because I didn't see it at live action. I didn't really see. He's super strong. I don't know if he's gonna be one of the guys that's going to be driving to the basket or if he's going to be able to knock down the shots that we need him to knock down. But I'm curious to see what he's going to do. I want to see Jalen Washington come off that bench and be effective like Marvin Williams was off the bench his freshman year or Bryce Johnson was off when he first started coming off the bench. I need that. That is a big part of what our team could be. So I need that. Bdaht told me he likes Okonkwo, just his energy on the court. He's just everywhere. So speaking of Bdaht, we got an exclusive interview with Bdaht after live action. So let's go ahead and kick that. I'm signing out. Carolina Blue Pod. Let's go to that Bdaht interview. Yo, this is Chudy Blue with the Carolina Blue Pod. I got my man Bdaht, the voice over here. How you doing, Bdaht?
Man, life good, man. How you?
Sir. I'm doing good. Doing good. Get the matching socks over here. We out here.
I see everybody got my swag. Don't let me know I can't wear these no more. It's too many people with this swag. I gotta be swaggonomical.
You dig I hear you. I hear you. So, Bdaht, a couple of questions, man. Here, who do you think might be a breakout player for us this year?
I think James Okonkwo. Like, because when you talk about breakout, it's somebody that you're not expecting, right? Like, and I'm expecting Cadeau to go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Cormac, I'm expecting him to shoot the lights out. He didn't do a lot of shooting tonight, but you can see he did a lot of the intangibles, and I really rock with that. But as far as breakout, James Okonkwo looks super strong. He looks like he just got good control, had a dunk in the game, like just had a bunch of strong rebounds, and I'm really expecting him to do some big things. I like Zayden too. Zayden could be a weapon for us. We got a lot of height this year. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That can spell out Mondo, can spell out Jalen Washington. You dig what I'm saying? I'm really liking what Coach did in the offseason.
Definitely a lot of guys I think can fight for position at the 4 and 5 for sure. Give us a top 5 Tar Heels at each position.
Oh my God, that's tough. At each position?
At each position. Favorite point guard, favorite shooting guard.
That's tough for me to do, man, because, like, I'm always, like, Kendall Marshall was one of my favorite point guards, but then, like, I'll be remiss if I didn't mention Ed Cota. So I can just give you my 5 favorites.
Okay.
My favorite all-time is Bryce Johnson, number 11. Bryce Johnson, that was my favorite number, but Bryce was just, for the way he started, the way he finished, like, I wish he could have got a ship. Theo Pinson, that's my brother. He's one of the reasons why I even have this job here. And then I'm going to go 2 off the radar that, like, probably wouldn't get mentioned in this, but Will Graves, P.J. Harrison, like, those 2 guys, like, what they did as Tar Heels should not go you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't go unmentioned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that they didn't end the way they would have wanted it to, but those are 2 of my favorites just because they came from the crib. And then I'm going to go all-time. Number 5, I'm going to say, who can I put out there? You're going to be mad at me if I don't say their name, is what I'm thinking. Like, word, I ain't in your top 5? I would go, It's tough, man.
Got Hansbrough.
I'm gonna go
out
stack.
there. You got
I'm gonna go stack.
Stack.
I'm gonna go
Of course,
stack.
that's
Man.
can't go wrong with stack.
Man.
Can't go wrong with stack.
I wanted to go Vince.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go stack.
I gotta throw Marcus Page name in there
You
just because of what he did.
Stop.
You know?
There's so many that you would have to throw, man.
For
Five
sure,
is
for sure.
tough, dog. Like you can legit say your 5 favorite point guards,
yeah.
your 5 favorite two
Yeah, that's a
guards.
fact.
For
That's a
real.
fact.
Like Carolina, when you look up in the rafters, like that's what the Carolina family is, dog.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's what makes it so special. Like when Coach said tonight, like we're the only college in the country that's got the coaching staff all played here at Carolina.
Absolutely.
That's big. So they know
And all
the Carolina.
won at Carolina.
Bro, all won natties.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, not Marcus.
No. Close.
He was so close.
We wanted that for Marcus.
God
we wanted
almighty.
that for Marcus.
Don't bring it back.
For sure, we did. Who do you think is going to be the glue guy for this team? We've had, your Justin Jacksons, your Theo Pensons, Okalajas, Jackie Manuels. Who's going to be that type of guy for the team this year?
Low key, they saying it's Cormac,
the
new guy.
Okay.
They saying that because of his experience, and stuff like that, like he's just developed into the guy that's sort of the glue, you know what I'm saying, like as far as the team energy. Now, I don't know exactly on the field. Maybe it's on the court. Maybe it's Seth Trimble, but Seth is going to be a defensive stopper for whoever they're, you know what I mean? So I don't know if we necessarily have a Theo, you know what I'm saying, just that does all the dirty work. Hopefully they will all take a part of that personality and all of them will pitch in on that.
Yeah, we got a lot of different point guards on this team. RJ's a great scorer. We got, like you said, Self, great defensively.
Facts.
Elliott coming in this year, we haven't seen passing like that, I don't think, since Kendall Marshall.
Facts.
I think that's going to be big for us
Facts.
as well.
I love it.
He's going to bring a different dynamic to this
Absolutely.
team for sure. I appreciate your time here, bro.
No doubt, fam.
This is the voice right here, man. This is
Six man,
Bdaht,
baby.
man.
6 man, holla at me. Bdaht TV. Follow me on all social media platforms and let's stay locked in.
Shout out Carolina Blue Pie for me.
Big shout out to Carolina Blue Pod, man. It's your boy Bdaht, 6 man of Carolina basketball. And of course, we will holla at the Carolina Blue Pod. Okay, bye.
Appreciate you, brother.
Respect, gang.